Exploring Italy on a budget doesn't mean giving up on seeing some of the country's most beautiful places. Many lesser-known destinations in Italy offer amazing travel experiences without stretching your finances, each giving you a deeper look into Italy's heritage. From the preserved streets of Ravenna to the peaceful seaside charm of Pizzo, here are the 25 insanely cheap destinations to visit in Italy. 25. Sulmona. Sulmona is a small town in Italy's Abruzzo region, filled with history that shapes its character. At its center, Piazza Maggiore is a lively square, providing a chance to take in the town's atmosphere. Stretching across the square, the Aquedotto Svevo stands with its pointed arches, a striking reminder of the town's medieval past. Walking away from the square leads to Cattedrale di San Panfilo, a landmark that reflects different time periods. Beyond its daily charm, the town's festivals bring unique experiences. During the summer, Giostra Cavalleresca, a medieval jousting tournament, fills the streets with excitement as knights on horseback compete in front of cheering crowds. 24. Cividale del Friuli. Cividale del Friuli is a town in northeastern Italy with a history that dates back to the 6th century. One of its most remarkable landmarks is the Lombard Temple of Santa Maria in Valle, an 8th century site with intricate decorations that showcase the artistry of the Lombards. Not far from the temple, the Cividale Cathedral stands as another important site that was rebuilt in the 15th and 16th centuries. You can also walk across the Devil's Bridge, which provides a different view of the town. To gain a deeper understanding of the town's past, the National Archaeological Museum holds artifacts that provide insight into how the town evolved over time. Outside the historic center, the Natisoni River runs through a scenic ravine, creating a peaceful setting. 23. Spello. Spello is a hill town in Italy's Umbria region, recognized as one of the most beautiful villages in the country. One of the most impressive sights is the Church of Santa Maria Maggiore. Inside, the Baglione Chapel is decorated with detailed frescoes that tell biblical stories. A short walk from the church, the Porta Venere stands as a symbol of the town's ancient roots. This Roman gate, built with 3 large arches and 2 cylindrical towers, once served as a main entrance. Beyond these well-known sites, the Roman Villa of the Mosaics preserves beautifully detailed floors from an ancient residence. A quiet path leads to the old Roman aqueduct, where you can experience the same surroundings that have shaped the region for centuries. 22. Urbino. Urbino is a walled city in Italy's Marte region, recognized for its well-preserved Renaissance architecture. The Ducal Palace stands as one of Urbino's most striking landmarks, built in the 15th century. Inside, the National Gallery of the Marche holds an extensive collection of Renaissance paintings. The Urbino Cathedral stands nearby, originally constructed in the 15th century. The interior features several important artworks that highlight the city's dedication to artistic expression. A short walk from the cathedral leads to the Oratory of St. John the Baptist, known for its detailed 15th century frescoes that depict biblical scenes. 21. Cefalù. Cefalù sits along the northern coast of Sicily, shaped by centuries of history. The old town is filled with narrow cobblestone streets lined with stone buildings and small shops. At the center stands the Cefalù Cathedral, built in the 12th century, featuring towering twin bell towers and an interior decorated with detailed Byzantine mosaics. The golden image of Christ Pantocrator in the apse is the most well-known, surrounded by intricate patterns and deep blue hues. A short walk leads to La Rocca, a steep limestone rock that offers a wide view of Cefalù. The hike up is challenging, but it takes you past the remains of the Temple of Diana, an ancient structure linked to the region's early settlers. Closer to the shore, Cefalù's main beach is a popular place to relax. And for a quieter setting, Caldura Beach is just beyond, with rocky coves and clear water for a more peaceful experience. 20. Ravenna. Ravenna is located in Italy's Emilia-Romagna region. One of the most well-known sites is the Basilica di San Vitale, an octagonal church from the 6th century. Inside, the mosaics stand out with detailed images of biblical stories and imperial figures. Nearby, the Mausoleo di Galla Placidia offers another example of early Christian artistry with its deep blue ceiling decorated with golden stars. Another important site is the Basilica di Sant'Apollinare Nuovo, which holds large mosaic panels depicting scenes from the life of Christ and events from Ravenna's past. Also, you cannot miss the Mausoleo di Teodorico, built in the 6th century. Unlike the mosaic-filled churches, this structure is made of solid stone, featuring a massive monolithic dome that sets it apart from other monuments in the city. 19. Ascoli Piceno. Ascoli Piceno is a city in central Italy's Marche region that carries the name City of 100 Towers due to the medieval structures that once filled its skyline. Piazza del Popolo serves as a center of daily life, where historic buildings and cafes line the square. Not far away, Piazza Aringo stands as the oldest square in Ascoli Piceno. It was once the site of the Roman Forum and now features the Cathedral of San Emidio and the Palazzo dell'Arenjo, which highlight the city's long-standing traditions. As you move through the city, the Loggia dei Mercanti, a 16th century structure, reflects Ascoli Piceno's trading history with its detailed arches and stonework, while the Church of San Francesco offers another look at the city's past. For a higher view, Forte Malatesta, once a military stronghold, provides a wide view of Ascoli Piceno. 18. Orvieto. Orvieto is a city in southwestern Umbria, Italy, standing on a volcanic tuff cliff. Its historic streets lead to impressive landmarks that highlight its architecture. The Orvieto Cathedral is one of the most remarkable sights, with a detailed facade. Inside, the Chapel of San Brizio illustrates the Last Judgment with expressive figures and dramatic movement. Not far from the cathedral, Torre del Moro provides a different perspective of the city and the surrounding area. Another significant structure lies beneath the city, Pozzo di San Patrizio. Built in the 16th century to ensure a reliable water supply, this well is an engineering achievement featuring a double helix staircase with 248 steps. For a more open setting, Rocca Albornoz, a 14th century fortress that has been transformed into a public park, provides a peaceful place to take in the surroundings. 17. Lecce. Lecce is a city in southeastern Italy's Apulia region, which stands out for its detailed Baroque architecture, known as Lecce Barocche. As you walk through Lecce's historic streets, you can see how it has defined the city, making it one of the most architecturally unique cities in Italy. Piazza del Duomo is a prime example of this style, serving as the centerpiece of Lecce's architectural beauty. Here, the Lecce Cathedral dominates the square with its grand double facade and tall bell tower. Nearby, the Basilica di Santa Croce showcases fine craftsmanship with its carved details and striking rose window. Partially hidden beneath the city streets is the Roman amphitheater, which remains an important connection to the city's earlier history. Close by, the Santo Ronzo column stands with a bronze statue of the city's patron saint, symbolizing Lecce's deep-rooted traditions. Now, I know you're getting excited about all these amazing places to visit, but if you're eager to travel the world to explore new locations, cultures, foods, and much more, while taking a breather from your everyday life, you also know it can cost you quite a lot of money. With the Travel on a Dime ebook, you have the opportunity to make the most out of any place you visit without overspending on your travel budget. From finding the right flights and hotel deals to money-saving tips during your trip, it's the perfect guide to help you travel like a pro, ensuring you have a great experience while saving hundreds of dollars on travel. Get your copy at thediscoverydestination.com. That's thediscoverydestination.com. Use code DISCOVER5 to save $5 off your copy. 16. Matera. Matera is a city in southern Italy's Basilicata region, known as one of the world's oldest continuously inhabited places. The Sassi, a network of cave dwellings carved into limestone, are among Matera's most significant landmarks. Walking through the narrow alleys, you come across Casa Grotto di Vico Solitario, a preserved cave home that gives a glimpse into how people once lived. The city is also home to remarkable religious sites, like the Matera Cathedral, built in the 13th century, that provides wide views of the surrounding area. Another important site is the Park of the Rupestrian Churches, where over 150 ancient cave churches still hold traces of Byzantine artwork. 15. Vieste. Vieste is a coastal town in southeastern Italy that has grown from a fishing village into a well-known destination, providing a range of experiences. Pizzo Beach is one of the most recognizable places in Vieste, with its warm sand and clear waters. A towering limestone sea stack called Pizzo stands along the shore, making it a striking sight. Just above the shoreline, the Castello Svevo overlooks the town. Built as a defensive structure, this medieval fortress gives you a chance to walk through history while taking in views of the Adriatic Sea. Not far from the castle, the Vieste Cathedral stands as a landmark of Apulian Romanesque architecture. Built in the 11th century, its detailed stonework and history make it a meaningful place to see. The scenery changes as you enter Foresta Umbra, a dense forest where you can hike and take a break from the town's energy. 14. Tropea. Tropea is a beautiful coastal town in Calabria, Italy, earning the prestigious Borgo de Borgi title. Walking into the historic center, you'll find narrow streets lined with elegant buildings and local shops, making it easy to enjoy. One of Tropeo's most recognized landmarks is the sanctuary of Santa Maria dell'Isola. This historic monastery stands on a rock formation above the beach, offering wide views of the coastline. The beaches in Tropea are among the most beautiful in Italy, with white sand and crystal-clear turquoise waters. Spiaggia della Rotonda and Spiaggia del Convento are popular spots where you can relax and take in the views of the cliffs meeting the sea. 13. Saturnia. Saturnia is a small spa town in Tuscany known for its natural thermal waters. The town's warm sulfuric springs have attracted people for centuries, offering a natural setting to relax. Cascate del Mulino is one of the most well-known spots in Saturnia, with steaming thermal waters flowing over smooth rock formations, forming a series of pools. Beyond the springs, the Church of Santa Maria Maddalena contains a Renaissance fresco called Madonna and Child by Benvenuto di Giovanni, which has been carefully preserved. Nearby, the Saturnia Archaeological Museum displays artifacts from prehistoric times to the Roman era, giving a deeper understanding of the town's past. 12. Porto Venere. Porto Venere is a coastal village in Italy's Liguria region, offering a quieter travel experience. Walking through its narrow streets, you'll come across historic sites that make it a place worth exploring. In Porto Venere, Doria Castle is one of the most prominent landmarks, standing on a cliff with views stretching across the Ligurian coast. Not far from the castle, the Church of St. Peter sits on a rocky headland with its Gothic-style architecture. A short boat ride leads to Palmaria Island with its rugged trails that take you through green hills. Byron's Grotto, a sea cave, is another natural spot worth exploring, providing a moment of relaxation. 11. Castelmezzano. Castelmezzano is a small village in southern Italy. The village's historic center is filled with narrow stone streets and traditional houses built into the mountainside. Piazza Caiazzo, the main square, is a good place to take a break and enjoy the peaceful setting. Higher up, the ruins of a Norman castle provide a glimpse into Castelmezzano's medieval past. The Church of Santa Maria del Olmo is another important landmark, with religious artwork that reflects the deep traditions of the area. Meanwhile, Volo dell'Angelo offers a high-speed zipline that sends you across the valley with views of the mountains below. 10. Alberobello. Alberobello is a small town in southern Italy, known for its unique architecture. The town's most recognizable feature is its trulli, traditional dry stone huts with conical roofs. These structures date back to the 14th century, originally built as temporary shelters for farmers before becoming permanent homes. Walking through Alberobello, you'll come across two main districts that highlight these structures. Rione Monti, the larger and busier area, has over 1,000 trulli lined along its narrow streets. Rione Aiapiccolo offers a quieter setting with fewer crowds, giving you a better look at how the trulli are used as homes. Trullo Sovrano is the only two-story trullo in Alberobello, now a museum that shows what life was like inside these traditional homes. Meanwhile, the Siamese trulli, which share a single roof, create a distinct architectural feature that adds to the town's character. 9. Burano. Burano is a small island in the Venetian lagoon with about 2,800 people. Walking along the canals and through the streets, you'll see homes in bold shades of red, blue, yellow, and green. Beyond the colorful streets, the Lace Museum, also known as Museo del Merletto, shares the history of lace making, displaying intricate lacework made by skilled artisans. Burano also has landmarks that highlight its history, like the Church of San Martino Vescovo, standing out with its leaning bell tower, a recognizable feature of the island. Nearby, Piazza Baldassare Giallupi serves as the main square, featuring a well made of Istrian stone, the town hall, and a statue honoring the composer Baldassare Galuppi. For one of the best views on Burano, Tre Ponti, a small bridge, is a great spot connecting three canals, so you can take in the scenery and appreciate what makes Burano unique. 8. Sirmione. Sirmione is a town in northern Italy's Lombardy region. Walking through the old town, you can explore narrow streets lined with small shops and quiet courtyards that create a welcoming atmosphere. At the entrance of the old town, Scaligero Castle stands as a medieval fortress surrounded by lake water. Built as a defensive stronghold, it remains one of the best preserved castles in Italy. Moving past the castle, the Grotte di Catullo provides a look into the luxurious lifestyle of the elite, as large stone archways and crumbling walls stretch across the peninsula. Beyond the ruins, Sirmione's thermal baths continue a tradition that has lasted for centuries, using the area's natural hot springs known for their soothing and healing properties. Sirmione is also home to the Church of San Pietro in Mavino, built during the Lombard period. Meanwhile, in the town center, the Church of Santa Maria Maggiore stands with its unique architectural details and valuable artwork. 7. Benevento. Benevento is a city in the Campania region of Italy. The historic center is filled with narrow alleys and small squares that have stood for generations. As you move through the area, the Arch of Trajan stands as one of Benevento's most well-known landmarks, built in the 2nd century AD. Nearby, the ruins of the Roman theater once hosted large gatherings, like gladiatorial contests and stage performances that entertained the people of ancient Benevento. Also, the Cathedral of Santa Maria Assunta reflects changes in architecture over the centuries, with its bronze doors and decorated with bas-reliefs. Another important site is the Church of Santa Sofia, standing out for its unique design and well-preserved frescoes that provide insight into religious art from the medieval era. 6. Bardonecchia. Bardonecchia is surrounded by the Alps of Italy, making it a scenic retreat in every season. In the winter, the town becomes a well-known spot for skiing and snowboarding. As the snow melts, the area shifts into a popular destination for hiking, with trails offering clear views of the mountains and surrounding forests. Not far from the town center, Fort Bramafam provides a look into the region's past. The military structure is well preserved, with tunnels and exhibits that explain its role in past conflicts. 5. Pizzo. Pizzo, also called Pizzo Calabro, is a seaside town in southern Italy, filled with places that highlight its coastal charm. One of its most well-known landmarks is Castello Murat, a 15th century Aragonese fortress. This is where Joachim Murat, the former king of Naples, was imprisoned and later executed. Inside, a museum shares details of his final days and the role the castle played in Pizzo's past. A short distance away, the Church of Piedi Grotta stands out for its unique design. Unlike most churches, this one is carved into a cave and filled with stone sculptures and frescoes. Piazza della Repubblica, the town's main square, is always full of cafes and restaurants lining the streets. And just beyond the square, Pizzo's coastline has quiet spots like Spiaggia della Marina, where you'll see fishing boats bobbing in the water. 4. Vicenza. Vicenza is a city in Italy's Veneto region, known for its elegant architecture, often called the City of Palladio due to the influence of Renaissance architect Andrea Palladio. Walking through Vicenza, you'll see how his designs shaped its streets and squares. In Vicenza, the Palladian Basilica stands as one of the most recognized landmarks with its distinct design. Nearby, Teatro Olimpico is a remarkable indoor theater designed to replicate an open-air classical stage with intricate details that create an impressive illusion of depth. Beyond the city center, Villa La Rotonda, located on a hill, is designed with 4 identical facades, representing his vision of symmetry. There are also quieter places that provide a different experience in Vicenza, like Parco Querini, a peaceful green space with walking paths. 3. Trieste. Trieste is the capital of Italy's Friuli Venezia Giulia region. Walking through the city, you'll find Piazza Unità d'Italia, one of the largest squares in all of Europe. Not far from the square, the Canal Grande runs through the city. Moving further into the city, Castello di San Giusto stands on a hill that gives a glimpse into Trieste's past with its historic ramparts and pathways. Nearby, the Cathedral of San Giusto shows how the city's history has evolved over time, while Miramare Castle, built in the 19th century, overlooks the Gulf of Trieste. Just outside the city, Grotta Gigante, one of the largest show caves in the world, takes you underground into enormous chambers filled with unique rock formations. 2. Lake Orta. Lake Orta is located in northern Italy's Piedmont region, with a peaceful atmosphere and historic sites, making it a great place to explore. A short ferry ride across the lake takes you to Isola San Giulio, a small island known for its quiet setting. The main attraction is the 12th century Basilica di San Giulio, a Romanesque church with detailed frescoes and stone carvings. On the mainland, Orta San Giulio sits along the water with narrow cobbled streets and historic buildings. Meanwhile, the town's main square, Piazza Motta, is a lively gathering place where you can sit by the lake. Higher up, Sacro Monte di Orta offers a different experience, home to 20 chapels dedicated to St. Francis of Assisi, each containing frescoes and sculptures that tell different moments from his life. 1. Cilento Coast. The Cilento Coast in southern Italy's Campania region remains one of the country's lesser-known destinations. While many Italians travel here for its quiet charm, it hasn't been overrun by international tourism, making it a great place to visit. Paestum is one of the most remarkable sites in the region, home to some of the best-preserved Greek temples outside of Greece. Further along the coast, the ruins of Velia overlook the sea, offering another glimpse into the past. Nearby, the National Archaeological Museum of Paestum provides more insight into the artifacts and history of the settlement. Moving inland, the Certosa di Padula stands as one of the largest Carthusian monasteries in all of Europe. Its extensive cloister and well-preserved architecture make it an important historical site. Along the coast, the region is known for its beaches, like Palinuro, Marina di Camerota, and Acciaroli, which offer clear waters and a peaceful atmosphere. If you're looking for any tips to enhance your own personal travel and help you manage your travel budget more effectively, click the link in the description. And remember to like and subscribe to help our channel grow.